This is Libby's room. Everything has been left just the way that she left it. She had just painted her room. I didn't have time to help her, and she said I could do it, and she did. There's still the paint can from painting. Her stocking from Christmas last year is still laying right where it was. This is a statue that Kelsey got her for Christmas one year. It's a sister statue. Those are her paintings. That's what her and Abby did. Abby would come over and bring all of her paints. This one they had started that night. This was what they didn't get very much done, so you can tell they were horsing around a lot, and they both love chocolate. This room will stay this way for as long as we're here, probably. Because this is Libby's room, always will be.
14-year-old Liberty German and her best friend, 13-year-old Abby Williams, decided to go hiking at the trails that wrap through a park near their home in Delphi, Indiana.
This is the access point to the trails. That is where the girls were dropped off. This is one of the last paths that the girls walked. We're on the Monon High Bridge. This is where the girls came out to take pictures that afternoon. The person who's responsible for this walked out here and caught them isolated on the bridge, did what he did, murdered our girls. And this is memorial items that people from our community and around the state to just show their support. I spent a couple of weeks out here shortly after just scanning the woods and creek banks and looking for clues, items, anything I could find that would possibly help catch this guy.
Okay, I've found that specifics do help trigger people's memory sometimes. So if we could just run through this quickly, but in some detail. It's 1 o'clock on the 13th of February. And you, your sister Kelsey, right? Mm-hmm. You dropped them off at the trail.
I dropped them off around 1:30.
Around 1:30. You dropped them off at the trail. Anything unusual when you dropped them off?
No, it was just like any other time I would have dropped them off.
Mm-hmm. They say anything that sticks out in your mind at all?
It was just a normal day. I just said goodbye and then I loved them and I'd see them when I got home.
Okay. All right. And they didn't say anything unusual. You didn't, in looking back, nothing sticks out to you at all?
No, looking back on it, it was just a normal day.
Just a routine day. Okay, then at 2:07 p.m., which would be, 37 minutes later, Libby posts 2 Snapchat photos from the bridge. In one photo, Abby walks along the bridge and she's the only person in sight. That's this photo. Some people say that they can see a man standing behind this tree right here, this image coming out right here. Do you believe that there is someone there?
I see the picture of what people think could be, but knowing the area like I do, that's a pretty steep cliff area right there.
Yeah, there's nothing to stand on there, is there?
No, it's sheer drop. And in fact, if you can kind of see off to the right there, you can see that is truly a rock face shale that just drops straight down to the creek. And that tree is one of the last things that hasn't fell down that edge yet when it goes to give way.
Okay.
So standing there would be a pretty difficult task. I'm not going to say it didn't happen because I wasn't there that day.
Right. Okay.
That's the same thing as at the very end of that same train bridge, there is a post that keeps people from driving a vehicle. People all of a sudden said, well, there's somebody right back there. There are at least 2 points, if not more, that people swear they've seen people. And that's really hard because then the more people looked at it, the more footage that was done from the bridge, we saw that there was nobody standing there. This is just the posts that keep people from driving on it with a vehicle.
Right. Then there's another picture that Liberty took, and this is it. And it's your theory that this is likely the killer?
Absolutely.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.